This week we take you to the peaceful community of Bacalet to explore Imoni Villa. It's in close proximity to Cafe Havana and the award-winning Blue Haven Hotel and Restaurant. Let's have a look at what's to come in the next half hour. I'm Davia Chambers and Let's Talk Tobago starts now. International tour operators get to know Tobago. Details on the Fair Play program, and later we take you to World Food Day 2016. These stories and more when Let's Talk Tobago continues. We'll be right back.
My name is Clyde Williams. I'm a maxi taxi operator for over 25 years, and I'm involved in tourism. It's a beautiful industry, and tourism helps me financially. It's helped me my family. Takes care of my church, takes me all over the world, and it's helped me meet people. And let me tell you something, at the end of it, tourism is all we take.
The beauty of Imoni Villa starts from outside. The gardens are beautifully landscaped with trees, flowers, and a variety of birds. Guests are greeted by dozens of tropical plants and palm trees to complement the courtyard. Now, our lead story this week has details on a group of tour operators who visited Tobago to explore firsthand some of the attractions. They were also able to offer some advice on what can be done to make the products and services offered here stand out. Omadara Mills has this report.
This is just a bit of Tobago's culture that 17 tour operators from the United States and the United Kingdom were able to experience for themselves. The show was a part of their familiarization tour of the island. These experiences are giving the tour operators a better understanding of the island's culture and the tourism products.
Familiarization tours like these present opportunities for our international partners to get a true sense of the island that they are selling and to feel the passion of the people behind the local industry. They can then speak with better knowledge and authority about the destination.
Representatives from companies such as TripAdvisor, Vail Resort, and Social Caddy also shared their knowledge with local tourism business owners at a tour operators symposium. The topics covered included social media strategies, increasing and managing revenues, and managing online reputations of their businesses.
First and foremost, everyone knows that you have to claim your listing, very easily done through the Help Center. But the four things consist of collecting reviews, responding to reviews, promoting your property, and monitoring that reputation.
Several tourism stakeholders say they are grateful for the networking opportunity. They see it as a way to strengthen their businesses, market destination Tobago, and improve the tourism sector.
We are on the thrust of a new tourism drive in Tobago. You may have heard, I think I spoke to some people last night, we have a Prime Minister that's very keen on tourism, and as you know, the oil and gas prices dropped, so at last, after 20-odd years of living here, we have a true focus on tourism, and we're going to make this the best destination in the region. I think you'll find when you drive around and when you've looked at the things you did yesterday that this is a very natural and beautiful island. To me, it's the true Caribbean.
The familiarization tour and the symposium were hosted by the Division of Tourism and Transportation and the Tourism Development Company. I'm Omadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
Imoni Villa was constructed 4 years ago by a British couple who fell in love with this location. A few years later, they would go on to sell the property to a local company. We switch gears now to share details about an initiative geared towards helping Tobago become more climate smart. Crystal George fills us in on the details. Have a look at this story.
The Caribbean Climate Smart Island Program is a new initiative developed to help territories like Tobago move towards a low-carbon climate. This program will promote awareness on the island about the benefits of low-carbon climate resilient developments.
We are likely in Tobago to feel the full brunt of climate change impacts particularly those relating to sea level rise, because of our small size, concentration of socio-economic activities around the coastal areas, and critical infrastructures around the narrow coastal strips of Tobago. Tobago is also at significant risk because of its geographic position, its location, and its dependency on agriculture and tourism.
2 workshops about climate change have been held in Tobago so far, featuring numerous stakeholders and IDB officials. These sessions are important, especially with Tobago vulnerable to the effects of climate change.
Such impacts on our island may include deterioration of our coastal condition, which can adversely affect local resources and reduce their value as a tourism destination. Increase in the incidence of flooding, storm surges, erosion, and other coastal hazards due to sea level rise, which could threaten our infrastructure.
The project will be implemented in 3 stages: assessing mitigation options, adaptation, and developing a communication and marketing plan. There are 2 approaches to mitigating the impact of climate change.
Reduction of the amount of greenhouse gas put into the atmosphere is usually accompanied through the reduction of energy use and switching to energy sources that don't release greenhouse gases. Individuals may also adapt to climate change by installing air conditioning at their homes where they remain cool because of the hotter conditions.
This project is funded by the Inter-American Development Bank in collaboration with the Tobago House of Assembly. It will feature 2 other Caribbean islands, the Bahamas and the Belize. I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
The name Imoni was inspired by a Zulu word which means spiritual place. This is the perfect place to wind down and relax with family and friends, as the amazing Atlantic Ocean with its cool breeze creates the perfect backdrop. Now there's a saying that goes, there's a can in cancer, because we can beat it. In commemoration of Cancer Awareness Month, Omadara Mills informs us of what we can do to reduce our risk with this deadly disease. Here's more in this report.
Breast cancer is in focus for Cancer Awareness Month. The Trinidad and Tobago Cancer Society records show that although the incidences of breast cancer is high, life expectancy and survival is also increasing.
Yes, the women are taking the bull by the horns, for want of a better word, into getting screened earlier. So rather than getting a lot of stage 4s, we are getting the early stages, which gives us a greater opportunity to this person will be alive. Because treatment and the options at this point, it will be a greater success rate. We might even have remission and in some cases cure.
A 2016 article on prostate cancer published by Ian Hossain and Associates shows that 51.8% of biopsies done in a 30-month study tested positive for prostate cancer. Most of the patients tested in this study were in the late stages of cancer. They urinated frequently, especially at night, and had a difficulty doing so. Now, there's a blood test that can be used as an indicator of prostate cancer, but medical practitioners recommend that men also take the digital rectal exam, or DRE, from as early as 40 years old.
The feel of the prostate gland through the rectal wall could send you several indications. Sometimes we have cases where a person's PSA comes back within the normal range, which is 0 to 4. And then on the feel, on the digital rectal exam, the doctor says, I don't like what I'm feeling nodules, there's clearly enlargement here, and we need to send this person on to do a transrectal ultrasound. And then from there, based on the volumes we get, the size, and if we see any other indications via the TRUS, we move on to prostate biopsy.
According to the World Health Organization, around 1/3 of cancer deaths are due to 5 main behavioral and dietary risks. These include high body mass index, low fruit and vegetable intake, lack of physical activity, and tobacco and alcohol use. Officials are therefore urging the public to be more proactive about their well-being.
Healthy diet, healthy lifestyle, healthy sexual practices, but again, when we reach certain age of stage and growth of development, when we were small, we needed immunization. For us lovely people over 40, we need to do mammograms and breast ultrasounds. And now the men over 40 need to start to do prostate screening.
In Tobago, people can go to the health centers or the Scarborough General Hospital for information or testing services to ensure they're cancer-free. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
On the other side of the break, details on the Fair Play program. Don't move. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. Thank you for staying with us. You're viewing Let's Talk Tobago. Now, Emoni Villa reflects a modern European style and facilitates a maximum of 8 persons as it has 4 spacious ensuite bedrooms. Now, this story has details about a new initiative geared towards protecting our children from abuse. Here's more in this report.
Being a hero by breaking the silence. That's the theme of the Fair Play program developed by the West Indies Cricket Board in conjunction with UNICEF. The program is focused on heightening awareness and identifying instances of child abuse in young sportsmen.
This is the 3rd program that we're having. We would have had 2 done already in Trinidad, and indeed we are seeing the successes of it. We have seen an increase in the number of reports that we are getting, and when persons are questioned where or when they have found out about how the reporting should be done, this program is the name that is coming forward. And it is indeed a pleasure for us to be here.
Fair Play will highlight the important roles and functions of coaches in children's development and train coaches to identify the signs of abuse and how to deal with suspected cases.
They come to you because they feel that they want to get into sport of some kind, but sometimes they come to you because they are troubled. Sometimes it's an escape from a space in which they're not comfortable. So they're looking for somebody or some organization to help them out of that situation. For different reasons, they come to you. Your role may be even more significant. Do not underestimate your role in the development of your athletes.
Programs like these will ensure that caring for our children is always at the forefront of our responsibilities as parents, coaches, and members of the community.
If a child is a victim of abuse, then why should that child have to leave the comfort of his or her home to go into an institution when the perpetrator lives day by day happy, walking about without any shame and without any force from society or remorse? We have to make that change. We have to advocate to ensure we do what is right by our children.
The Fair Play initiative aims to strengthen the capacity of coaches, which will help ensure our children's safety as well as their development. I'm Kern De Freitas for Let's Talk Tobago.
Now, what keeps guests coming back to the property to vacation is security. Emoni is located in a gated community and a magnificent view as the property is located on the Bacalet waterfront. Someone once said that a good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. That's why the entire month of October is recognized as the month of the teacher. This report has details on what teachers are doing to celebrate. Here's more.
It's the month of the teachers, and we all know teachers play a very important role in developing the island's human resource. So the Tobago arm of the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association celebrated with their annual district convention.
The inescapable fact is that our society owes a debt of gratitude to us, for we have and continue to labor, sometimes under less than ideal conditions, but out of a passion and desire to make a positive difference.
The theme this year was the role of the teacher in professional development. Teachers play a critical role in building a better society, not only transferring knowledge, but providing needed services such as mentoring.
Your theme this year, the role of the teacher in professional development, is simple, but cuts at the heart of what you do, what we do, and certainly has implications for who we are. The demands of our practice, and you notice that I have difficulty separating myself, so I'm still saying we and our. The demands of our practice are constantly changing in its specifics, but essentially the job remains the same.
Teachers on the island were also recognized for their contribution to each aspect of society and their influence, which touches many lives.
I recognize, as was said before, how important teachers always have been and always will be where the development of an island and its people are concerned. And if I am involved in development, I have to understand that you cannot just have plans. Those plans have to be peopled. And the people who I think are most critical in ensuring that those plans reach fruition are, in fact, the teachers.
As part of the celebrations, the annual Tobago Teachers Talent Contest was also held. 10 teachers participated in the competition, but it was this performance by Giselle Donaldson Yates from Scarborough Methodist Primary which took home $7,000 and one round-trip airfare ticket to Grenada.
Tell me have to retire, because me meet me 33 and that's hard already. And on me fault, me start for teach since me only 18. And that principal, Mrs. Phillips, feel just because she escort me from the school compound with police and show a big retirement function for me, that would have stopped me from teaching? Well, she did wrong. Because what I got to do if I not teaching? Good. All of meet and sit in your seats already. Hands up, out, up, out, down.
I'm Josanne Brassi for Let's Talk Tobago.
Uniform check.
Imoni Villa is architect designed, modern and luxurious. If you're a foodie, the well-equipped kitchen can help you satisfy your taste buds. Now listen to this. The Youth Energized for Success program hosted a career fair in Mason Hall to give young people an opportunity to meet with their future employers. Here are the details in this report.
It was a day for young people across Tobago to explore future career opportunities as the Youth Energized for Success, or YES program, hosted its career fair in the district of Mason Hall. Organizations from both the private and public sectors were on hand to provide information to interested youths.
This forum provides an excellent opportunity for the YES program to meet one of its mandates, which is to pursue strategies to develop a cadre of qualified personnel in various fields that are critical to Tobago's development.
The young people not only got a chance to embrace job opportunities, but they also learned about the management of small businesses, understand the disciplines of self-employment, and register for programs within the Division of Finance and Enterprise Development, such as resume writing workshops.
One of our main aims of this career fair is also to increase the awareness of the YES program, where our human resources in Tobago, our young Tobagonians, will say aloud, yes, as we prepare them to play a positive role in their personal development for a better Tobago.
The Career Fair is a series which will be hosted in rural communities across the island to challenge young people to capitalize on opportunities to shape a successful future. So look out, your community may be next. I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
Coming up, World Food Day 2016. Let's Talk Tobago will be right back. Don't go anywhere.
I was introduced to the marine environment by my biology teacher when I was 14 years old, and I decided to make it my passion. So I've been diving for almost 32 years. I decided, listen, this is the job for me. I also find great joy in introducing the kids to that environment because that's our future. I am Alvin Douglas. I'm a dive shop operator at the Tobago Beach facility, and tourism is all awaiting.
Welcome back. You're viewing Let's Talk Tobago. Now the master suite opens out onto the pool deck and has a sunken whirlpool tub for a long relaxing bath to end your hectic day. So World Food Day 2016 has officially begun. This initiative is celebrated worldwide as a day of action against hunger and celebrates the climate, food and agriculture. Crystal George has more in this report. Have a look at this story.
Tobago treats World Food Day seriously, and it's a big deal each year on October 16th. The Division of Agriculture, Marine Affairs, Marketing and the Environment hosted its annual food fair and exhibition showcasing livestock, food crops and ornamental plants. The theme for this year's World Food Day event was Climate is Changing, Food and Agriculture Must Too.
The department booths of the division seek to support the agriculture sector through the provision of support and services for agricultural production and enterprise. This year, the department have focused on truly representing the theme, Climate is Changing, Food and Agriculture Must Too.
One of the biggest issues related to climate change is food security. As such, the division continues to put measures in place for Tobago to ensure food security.
We continue to supply farmers with the necessary startup livestock and planting material through the services of its livestock stations, Louisdor Nursery, Le Plant Material Repository, and the Plant Tissue Culture Lab. Our fresh produce packing house facility, commissioned in April, offers farmers and agro-processors the opportunity to supply safe produce that meets sanitary and phytosanitary standards that are expected by the public of Tobago.
By making simple decisions, we all can make a difference. And that's exactly what some participants did, as they showcase their products at the World Food Day exhibition.
What we do is we produce natural fruit juices, like from the tamarind, the guava, the sorrel, that sort of stuff. We also take like the natural goods that we might find, like the tamarind, the pumpkin and pineapple, and we merge them together to make a fusion of different types of juices for us to enjoy locally. Right? We also, I really enjoy the World Food Day because it's a time where a lot of us, we come together from all different types of businesses. We come together and are able to, merge our stuff and celebrate Tobago and celebrate what Tobago has.
Food security is very important, and the THA continues to play a very integral part in ensuring the safety of Tobago. I'm Crystal George for Let's Talk Tobago.
Guests are offered a variety of activities to keep them occupied during their stay. They can swim, sightsee or hike to Argyle Waterfall. Now, if you weren't in Bloody Bay last weekend, you missed out. People from every corner of the island gathered together to participate in the internationally famous Blue Food Festival. Here are the details in this report.
It's that time of year again. Last weekend was the 18th annual Blue Food Festival, which attracted thousands to sample local Dasheen products and dishes. This traditional culinary event has a unique twist, as the dishes prepared must be made strictly from Dasheen. The Blue Food Festival has developed a large following over the years, and it continues to attract local, regional and international visitors.
Over the years, the Tobago Blue Food has become one of the island's biggest and most anticipated events. It is one of the few events that opens our shores to a wide cross-section of visitors, local, regional, and international. It encourages them to enjoy experiences that are unique to Tobago, like our culture, our food, our unspoiled natural beauty.
CNN listed Tobago's Blue Food Festival as one of the world's best food festivals.
Earlier this year, CNN rated the Blue Food Festival as one of the world's best food festivals for serious food fanatics.
See, mama, take this badge out for me. I can't use it anymore. You know the song? Hey. It's getting dark, too dark to see. It feels like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Come on, sing right now. What? Knocking on heaven's door.
We have gone a little further, as you may have seen, to ensure that you get the real Blue Food experience with the addition of the Blue Food Shop, where you can purchase packaged dashit items. For example, wines, cakes, and lots more.
The Blue Food Festival is an initiative put on by the Division of Tourism and Transportation to promote Destination Tobago and to stimulate economic activity on the island. I'm Amadara Mills for Let's Talk Tobago.
As we celebrate Teachers Month, tell us about your best memory of a teacher from your school days. While you think about it, here's who had their say this week.
I remember my days going to Hope Anglican School, having a teacher like Miss Eastland Mackenzie. And she was a very unique teacher. You know, she hadn't, like the days we have choral speaking, how she used to express herself. Even when we have sports, you know, she will be there cheering you on and saying, come on, do it.
My most memorable teacher was Mr. Dalrymple because he was basically feared by everyone and he was a stern teacher.
I went to Pembroke EC Anglican School and the principal at my time was Miss Moll Joseph. And she was so nice to me because she used to flog me a lot for me to come into school on time and always be there and to keep a steady head. And I will always like that teacher because she was the best thing for me.
Mr. Hanif, that is from Arima Presbyterian School. Because although he was stern, which gave it that extra drive to learn, he also used to take time on our recess time when he could be doing something or snacking on something and would sit down and go over the work with us.
The best memory of my teacher in my time was Miss Edmond because she used to give me golden stars when I got my work right.
We close another edition of Let's Talk Tobago, and as always, we thank you for watching. Please email us with your comments or queries about the program, and be sure to visit our website, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. From our house to yours, I'm Davia Chambers, along with the Department of Information, Office of the Chief Secretary, Tobago House of Assembly, wishing you a safe and very productive week. We close now with a montage of the Buku Heritage Festival. We hope you enjoy.
Nobody wants me, nobody wants me for prison. This is a good start. Magnum gets a good start as well. Coming in a little bit, 100% is one we should clear. 100% is one we should clear. The coming 0 for the 100%.